What a week it has been. Welcome to the first episode of the Weekly Prophecy. I'm your host, Magic Maestro, and I'll be covering the latest news surrounding Hogwarts Legacy, the upcoming video game that puts the player in the shoes of a Hogwarts student. Last week, pre-orders went live, and it was quite the event. There was a lot of confusion which version of the game was the correct one to buy. There were regular editions and digital deluxe editions. There were collector's editions and physical editions. The website provided a portal to different places to purchase the game, but over on Twitter, we were learning about exclusive content. Let's back up though for just a second. On August 24th, a day before pre-orders went live, we got an unboxing video from Chandler Wood, Avalanche Community Manager, for the collector's edition of the game. We got to see the collector's edition contained the Dark Arts pack, including the cosmetic set, clothing, Thestral mount, exclusive to Deluxe, Digital Deluxe, and Collector's editions of the game, the Dark Arts Arena, steel case, floating wand, Kelpie robe, a collector's exclusive, 72-hour early access, and the Dark Arts Garrison hat, which has a skull with animated smoke moving around on it. Then, not mentioned in the unboxing video, over on Twitter, we learned that the Onyx Hippogriff mount was another pre-order bonus for Deluxe, Digital Deluxe, and Collector's Editions. I was hoping that everything would be ironed out by the 25th when pre-orders were slated to go live. Based on what I had seen, I already knew I would be pre-ordering the Digital Deluxe Edition for the PlayStation 5, but I sympathize with all the people who were confused about which retailer or avenue was best. On Twitter, we got word that Amazon France had an exclusive Amazon perk, the Stargazer hat. I did searching through some of the other countries and saw that Germany also had the Amazon perk, the astronomy hat. Doesn't seem like any other country currently has that perk. Then on the PlayStation Store, there was word of an exclusive quest and potion. We don't have any details about the quest, but the potion is Felix Felicis, the Luck Potion. I don't know what purpose the Luck Potion will be used for, but I'm really excited that we will get to brew it on PlayStation. I would be pretty bummed out if I missed the opportunity to brew said potion. Peter Cooper offered a bit of consolation for PC owners. He said, "Relax, it's PC, we have mods." You should know by now that the modding community always picks up the slack from anti-community developers. I bet within the first week we'll have Liquid Luck and probably a couple hundred more potions and spells available. I know there are some passionate modders out there. I'll be stuck with my console version of the game, and they will be able to expand on the game and fix flaws in a way that the console owners will not be able to. With all the commotion, my head was spinning trying to keep track of which version came out with what. The 25th ended with a lot of confused people, some excited, some angry. It seemed like Avalanche had missed the mark. But actually, I don't blame Avalanche at all. I blame Warner Brothers. This is a huge company with multiple game studios. This is not their first game pre-order rollout. They most definitely had a hand in this and should have spent more time on reviewing the advertising materials. When you're taking someone's money, the last thing you want to leave is a bad taste in their mouth about the experience. Warner Brothers is the publisher. They're supposed to be the business experts in this relationship. Now, was all of this the end of the world? No. Was it rough around the edges? Most definitely. As a new day dawned on the 26th, the team came out with a Twitter thread acknowledging the confusion and frustration caused by the pre-order fiasco. They clarified that the collector's editions would be available on a rolling basis. They confirmed that pre-orders of the standard edition on PlayStation would also receive the Felix Felicis potion recipe. Furthermore, all PlayStation versions of the game, pre-order or no, would have access to the exclusive quest, with more information about Sony exclusives coming soon. There are no microtransactions in Hogwarts Legacy, but players of the standard edition will be given the option to upgrade at launch. There are no other items for purchase in-game. Also, neither Wizarding World accounts nor WB Games accounts are required to play Hogwarts Legacy. The cross-gen upgrade is only available for those purchasing the digital deluxe versions of the game. No luck trying to buy the PS4 version for cheap if you own a PS5, because the PlayStation Store knows which console you have. Nice try. In the modern age, it's hard to find a PC with a disc drive still. Collector's editions on the PC will get a digital code. So, you're going to need internet. You got that though. If you're still confused about which version of the game to get, there's a great chart over on Reddit posted by Visara57. Switching gears, there were a couple of tidbits of information revealed during this last week. First, we learned via the collector's unboxing video about the Ancient Magic logo and a mysterious figure. That logo on the spine of the book is the Ancient Magic symbol, and you can see it also in the game logo, and it's the avatar for just about all the official Hogwarts Legacy social media profiles. Who could the mysterious figure be? I've seen some speculation that it might be Merlin or Morgana, who were both an ancient witch and wizard. However, because Merlin was a member of Slytherin, it makes me think that perhaps the Ancient Magic is even older. Perhaps one of the founding members of Hogwarts itself? Or even farther back. The other piece of information we learned was about how there will not be a morality system in the game. The Hogwarts Legacy website now says, Hogwarts Legacy does not have a morality system, but players will encounter various quests and storylines that will influence the witch or wizard they choose to become. Community manager Chandler Wood elaborated on the FAQ, saying, you can define who you are and how you choose to respond and react in many conversations. Are you nice or a jerk? You can choose to learn and wield the dark arts or not. But there is not a formal tracked morality system like those found in some other RPGs. I think this is good and bad. On the one hand, if the game tracks how good or bad you are as a metric, that's not really immersion. If people respond to you based on your positive or negative morality attribute, then that's artificial. How are people supposed to know you're evil just by walking into a room? Voldemort was disguised as a Hogwarts professor for at least a year. Remember Barnabas Crouch Jr.? My point is that NPCs shouldn't know your alignment unless you've done something they've witnessed or somehow your renown has spread to them. So, in that case, it can be a good thing that there is no morality tracker. On the other hand, if you kill someone with Avada Kedavra, you're going to want any witnesses to remember that the next day. If your schoolmate sees you wreck a dark wizard one night, you're not going to want the first thing out of their mouth upon meeting you the next day to be, did you study for the test last night? That's immersion breaking, at the opposite end of the spectrum. Humans are complex. They can make bad decisions one day and choose to do better the next. Furthermore, kids are constantly discovering who they are. They're an angel one moment and a demon the next. I'm really intrigued to see how the writing for this game turns out. We haven't seen how dialogue works yet, but it will be interesting to see how each of the characters are distinguished and what bonds will be made with your favorite professors. There's so much to learn before the launch of the game, it's unreal. How deep did the team go? I think that's the question on everyone's mind. Just how expansive and feature-rich is or isn't this game? Hogwarts Legacy received the Gamescom award for Best Trailer. So many games failed to show any actual gameplay and made judging some of them difficult. A trailer is supposed to get you excited for a game, but a level of transparency is appreciated when it comes to seeing what you'll actually be doing with a controller in your hands. A cool cinematic only goes so far. That about wraps it up for the recap for this last week. I thank you for watching and hope you found this video entertaining. Let me know in the comments which version of the game you are getting. Thanks again, and have a very magical day. Wizard out.